What the fuck? What the fuck? ओके फाइनली कोड्स आ चुके हैं. आई हैवंट रिडीम्ड येट. मेरे को रिडीम कर लेने दो. ओह अचीवमेंट हिट कर रहा है कोई क्या? डिफीट स्टैंड ऑफ मैनिफेस्टेशन इन को ऑफ. ओके फाइनली काजुआ का रिटर्न आ गया. पर नोवलेट का मेरे को शॉकिंग लगा. नोवलेट का कोई पॉइंट नहीं था आने का. कहाँ से रिडीम करते हैं? फक. बोल रहा हूँ क्या? सेटिंग. अरे यार
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
सिक्स 65 है ना. 800 के आसपास होगा तो मैं उठा लूंगा. सैक्रिफिशियल बोनस. फवोनियस को भी अप करने का सोच ही रहा था. मटेरियल ही नहीं है. Oh, in 663 क्रिट डैमेज क्रिट नहीं करेगा कोई दिक्कत वही है सबसे ज्यादा टीम के साथ क्रिट मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है ठीक है मगर फिर भी हम एनर्जी चार्ज का काम चला सकते हैं अराउंड 8000 इज बायबल always we can always use sacrificial टीम फिर भी 800 के अराउंड है नॉट बैड
Time to
करा
go.
सकते हैं हम काम मेरे को बस ये देखना है कि काम कितना बढ़िया कर रहा है
The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back!
Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
can only occur once every 16 seconds एनर्जी का प्रॉब्लम रहेगा नहीं अगर मेरे पास और सैक्रिफिशियल होंगे भी नहीं शायद है ठीक है फाइन करके रखना पड़ेगा शैकल्स नहीं है डोमेन भी अवेलेबल नहीं है तो ठीक है
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
I'll think about it.
रीसेट हुआ क्या? हाँ यार, तो रहता नहीं है, एक्सपेक्टेशन रहता नहीं है। स्टैंडर्ड बैनर बेकार है, बेकार। और एक तो दूसरा साइकिल वही, नाइस। रिंगलेस बेकार है भाई, टूट गया। चलो ठीक है, और विनर हो गए। Now we have 7 entwined and 1161 primos. बढ़िया है, बढ़िया है, बढ़िया है। मुझे प्राइस चेक करना था, प्राइस चेक करते हैं यहाँ पे।
Adventure time! Teamwork is strength!
Wind strider, shed fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Allow me!
Bow your head. Be sanctified. Settle an oversight on my part.
I'm going in!
Clouds high, the birds call.
तो इसे तो प्यास बस जाता है।
I cannot help but feel that you bringing me here is some sort of a...
Let's light it up! Huh? Off we go! Weather's not bad today. Oh, crud. I jinxed it. Now it's bound to rain. Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud. Wind strider.
The tides beckon. Settle down.
Let's light it up!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Bow your head.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Wind Strider. As one with wind and cloud.
Silence!
64. सूप पीने कब चलना है? सूप पीने अभी तो नहीं जा पाऊंगा ब्रो, संडे को जरूर। सूप पीना है मुझको, पिला देंगे यार, सूप भी पिला देंगे। आज नहीं, सैटरडे को भी नहीं, संडे को पक्का चलेंगे। संडे को घूमने चलते हैं कहीं पे, काफी टाइम हो गया कहीं घूमे हुए। संडे पढ़ने करते। हेलो एस्किनर भाई, कैसे हो? लाइव स्ट्रीम कैसा रहा ब्रो? मेरे को वो चीज समझ नहीं आई, वो जो तुम्हें एक कोई भी कैरेक्टर चूज कर सकते हो, वो क्या चीज था? मेरे को समझा नहीं ब्रो, दिमाग में बैठा नहीं मेरे। गर्ल की जगह में कौन सा इलेक्ट्रो यूज कर सकते हैं?
What is the situation?
मेरे को कोड से लाइव स्ट्रीम देखा नहीं रे। मैंने देखा वो कुछ तो काजुहा है, नोवेलेट आ रहा है, वो तो तुम्हें पता रहेगा। चियोरी के साथ इट्टो आ रहा है, वो सब ठीक है। मगर कुछ तो कह रहे थे वो फ्री का वो मिलेगा, मतलब कुछ तुम चूज कर सकते हो स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप ऑफ वेपन या फिर किसी करेक्टर में से, फिर वो तुम्हारा गारंटेड रहेगा। अरे यार मेरे कौन है यो, मेरे को दिखा नहीं रहा मेरी सेटिंग में लाइव स्ट्रीम कोड्स। कहाँ दिखाता है मोबाइल में ब्रो? कहाँ है? यहाँ पे दिखा क्यों नहीं रहा है मेरे को? कोड क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा है यहाँ पे?
I see.
मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया क्या? यूजर सेंटर पास्ट क्वेस्ट, पता नहीं, बाद में ही
Value in
देखूंगा
my
आराम
own
से।
work, but I also see the meaning in all the endeavors of the people of Fontaine.
ज्यादा मार नहीं रहा मेरा। अकाउंट पे रिडीम कोड का ऑप्शन होता है ना? होता है ना? मेरे पे क्यों नहीं दिखा रहा है? क्या दिक्कत है बहन? समझा नहीं मैं कुछ। अच्छा मुझे एक चीज बताओ, अपने काजुहा पे,
There is no escape.
अपने काजुहा पे ईआर वाला वेपन सही रहेगा या ईएम वाला? मेरे को ज्यादा डिफरेंस लग नहीं रहा है, मैंने दोनों यूज करके
Illusion
देख लिया।
shattered. Wind Strider.
ओवरलोड ओवरलोड में ज़्यादा डैमेज ना होगा। मैं सुनने में आ रहा है ओवरलोड बहुत प्रोमिनेंट रिएक्शन होने वाला है अपकमिंग पैचेस में।
Settle down.
Into the wind.
Everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
एडिसवाल नहीं हुआ शेट।
There is no escape.
Silence.
86 86 ठीक है। आज स्पेशल मेरा जीटी पे 80K का बफ लगा के। व्हाट द हेल ब्रो, क्या खिलाया तुमने? क्या खिलाया तुमने अपने फेशियल को? लेट मी चेक। यो इचिको भाई, कैसे हो तुम? चेक इन्फो। तो तुमने लगाया ही नहीं। शाओ थैंक्स यू 0.5 ठीक है। हाफ ऑफ होमर वर्मिलियन है। 200K का कह रहे थे ना तुम लंच। नीड हेल्प ओके। हाँ
Water
लगाओ
comes
यार।
in many flavors to the
क्या
discerning
बिल्ड है
palate.
तुम्हारा? और तुम टीम कौन सी यूज कर रहे हो, मुझे ये भी बता देना। भाई नूलेट आ रहा है भाई पैच
The
सेकंड
secrets of the
हाफ में।
mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words. Oh, but why must the listener grow weary whenever I begin to divulge them?
क्या फायदा नूलेट का? मैंने गेम ही डिलीट कर दी है। क्यों कर दी ब्रो? ऐसा क्या हो गया? इतना बड़ा पाप कैसे किया तुमने? ऐसा कौन सा तुम्हें दुख था जो तुमने गेम डिलीट कर दी ब्रो? जेन्युइन बॉस देन फारूजान। ओके। जेन्युइन का बॉस तुम बेस्ट यहाँ से कर सकते हो।
Settle down.
अरे
Let the mighty be humbled.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
अरे अच्छा दे वेस्टिंग चीज है।
Silence!
पर लेवल बहुत कम तुम्हारा। कैंपिंग विभाग में नहीं किस चीज के नीट कर रहे हो तुम? जेपी की तैयारी कर रहे हो? किसकी तैयारी कर रहे हो? मैथ्स? नहीं मैथ्स तो ठीक है मगर अच्छा मैथ्स लिया है मैंने। नहीं
Peaceful
मैथ्स
days
Settle
तुमने
come
down!
लिया
to
है।
an end, and all things are made new, as
पारुजान
buds in
पारुजान
the
का बॉस कौन
spring.
है?
This is an
एम
auspicious
एच टी
era for
सी ई
humanity.
टी देने वाला हूँ। मेरे को तो पता भी नहीं होता क्या ब्रो। मगर यही है कुछ यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम ही होगा। यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जाम नहीं मतलब कोई कॉम्पिटिटिव कॉम्पिटिटिव नहीं होगा। एंट्रेंस एग्जाम होगा कोई यूनिवर्सिटी या मतलब अच्छे कॉलेजेस के लिए। ओके इसको तो भी मैं मार रहा था। Maybe it has been I don't be unlocked on the map. पारुजान अच्छा महाराष्ट्र का है। महाराष्ट्र का कोई स्टेट एग्जाम होगा। बढ़िया ब्रो फिर तो पढ़ाई वढ़ाई कर रहे हो तुम। कोई ना करो करो भाई। पढ़ाई तो बहुत जरूरी है। पढ़ाई नहीं करोगे तो चलेगा नहीं। कंसंट्रेशन नहीं बढ़ता। सही जा रहे हो ब्रो। पढ़ाई का पढ़ाई करने का अरे ये मगर फारूजन का बॉस ये थोड़ा है ना। मुझे प्रिपरेशन सुनी है। बढ़िया ब्रो ऑल दी बेस्ट। मेरा मैथ्स इतना कुछ खास नहीं है। ये कॉम्पिटिटिव मैथ फिर भी अच्छा है। थोड़ा बहुत समझ आ जाता है डिफरेंशिएशन इंटीग्रेशन। मैंने गलती से एक बार पढ़ने का सोच लिया। मैंने एक दिन पढ़ा उसके बाद मेरे को समझ नहीं आया मैंने बोला छोड़ो। मैथ्स इज नॉट माय कप ऑफ टी।
The secrets of the mechanical arts are too profound to convey in a few simple words.
ठीक है
Oh,
ब्रो।
but why must the listener grow
फ्यूचर पे
weary
फोकस कर रहे
whenever
हो
I
तुम कोई
begin to
बात नहीं अच्छी बात
divulge
है फिर।
them?
कोई ना यहाँ से देख लिया करो बीच में जब भी बोर हो जाओगे तो मेरे पास आ जाया करो। यहाँ से तुम्हें मैं दिखा दूंगा गेंशिन कैसा दिख रहा है। I shall get her mummy. No. दो साल
I
वेस्ट
see the
कर दिए
value
भाई।
in
अब
my own
लास्ट
work, but I
1.5 मंथ
also
तो
see the meaning
ग्राइंड
in
करना
all
है।
the endeavors of the people of
सही है ब्रो।
Fontaine. I
लास्ट
believe I
मोमेंट ही
will
होते हैं
continue
क्रूशियल
to
मोमेंट
take
होते
pride
हैं।
in
उसमें
fulfilling
अगर
my
तुमने अच्छे से
duties.
फोकस कर लिया तो काम बन ही जाता है। लगे रहो हो जाएगा। हो जाएगा इचिको दादा ही हो जाएगा। उसको मारना है।
Silence!
अरे यार ये
Be
तुम्हारा लेवल ही
sanctified!
50 मारने में दिक्कत नहीं है स्टिल यार 5000 का मार रहा है। काफी कम मार रहा है ये क्रिट नहीं कर रहा है ना एग्जैक्टली क्रिट नहीं हो रहा है। अच्छा सा कोई साइंस में एचपी
Water
वाला भी
comes
मिले
in
ना,
many flavors to the discerning
बहुत
palate.
सारा क्रेट वाला।
Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure, while water from Liyue has an enduring aftertaste. In Inazuma, the water possesses a depth of flavor unlike any other. Sumeru's water, meanwhile, has a rich and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
एचपी वीकली बॉसेस। चिन्यू वेल को कितना सब एक्सप्लोर नहीं करा अभी तक। लोग साला 100% कर दे, मैंने देखा तक नहीं है चिन्यू वेल को। Southern Mountain।
I'm going in! Let's light it up! Make way for the
The tides beckon. Bow your head.
ओह, अचीवमेंट पूरा हो गया, ये भी सही है। Search for the connection between solitary Soanin and Cry। I don't know achievement मिल गया है मगर मेरे को
Melusines
पता
are
नहीं है मैंने ये
beautiful
अचीव कैसे
creatures.
करा है।
They are the
As
pride
long
of
as
Fontaine.
primo gems
Be
मिलते हैं।
sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
Anything is welcome. Everything is welcome. An illuminated beast that dwells। अच्छा ये इसका ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है, इसका नाम है ये। And its personal scale hydro aligned typical energy before using shattered melt or other elements to break the ice and cause it to enter into immobile। immobile करना था इसको, immobile करना।
Settle down.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
एनिमेशन कितना कूल है इसका। क्या बात है। Let me capture this। इसको कैप्चर करना है।
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
बेस्ट एनिमेशन कैप्चर। क्या बात है। नाइस, मैंने नोटिस नहीं करा कभी। मतलब ये इसका जो जब ये नीचे मारता है ना, मेरे को ऐसे फील होता है ये वो जोंगली का वो डायलॉग बोल रहा है, आई शैल हैव ऑर्डर नाउ। तो जैसे ही है ना, आई शैल हैव ऑर्डर। जोंगली नहीं है मेरे पास। ओके, सबसे बेकार है भाई, इसको मारने में मेरी जान मौत आती है मेरे को इसको मारने में। तो worst worst। Switch to something that's not her though। Okay। Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah। Okay, yeah। And
Come with me. Let us find shelter from the rain.
An assassin from our homeland? Or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chainsa? Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment.
अरे
The power of water is its ability to take any shape. Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors.
My apologies.
Next on, let's see what happens when you lose your foothold.
folks opinion I keep that way.
No touching.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Come on.
Oh, तो यहाँ पे
My apologies.
We seek but a small haven of tranquil waters. Is that so much to ask for? As long as rain falls and rivers flow, water will
A
exist
blade embraces
forever.
its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems. Whirling snow! I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often.
Peace prevails
How
throughout the
greedy of me.
land, and all things are made new, as buds in the spring. This is an auspicious era for humanity.
A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
तो जो वेपन पे मैं हारने वाला हूँ वैसे.
So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more
25.
about you all the time.
35 pity. Not bad. चियोरी।
I only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more often. How greedy of me. Take flight! Born of ice and frost.
रिद्धि शो चियोरी को तुम्हारे पास काजुहा एंड बेनेट है क्या? हाँ मेरे पास काजुहा और बेनेट दोनों है। काजुहा भी है मेरे पास और बेनेट भी है। यार मैं तुमसे कुछ पूछ रहा था यार, मैं वो काजुहा पे ईएम वेपन से ही रहेगा या ईआर? काफी कंफ्यूज हूँ क्योंकि अब अगर मैं ईएम हटा देता हूँ तो
A
मैं
blade
कम से
embraces
कम
its duty,
165 ईएम
as a
पर
jeweler cherishes their gems.
कम हो जाएगा मेरा 165 ईएम, फिर वो 800 के करीब जा चले जाएगा जिससे मुझे 86% एलिमेंटल डैमेज बोनस मिल सकता है। डैमेज टेस्ट करना है? ऑफ कोर्स आ जाओ। किस पे करें डैमेज टू? आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ आ जाओ। समथिंग बोलिंग विद काजू है बनाना अच्छी है।
A blade is like a tea leaf. Only those who sample it many times can appreciate its true qualities.
देखो काजुआ का अगर रेट होगा तो भी सही है। एग्जैक्टली है ना, कुछ ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ता है। 36 से अगर तुम 1000 नहीं है तो फिर भी वो 38 के अराउंड ही तुम्हारा एलिमेंटल डैमेज बोनस बढ़ता है। तो मेरे हिसाब से मेरे को
So this is a day in the life of the
हाँ
traveler.
मैं भी ईएम यूज करता था, मैं भी ईआर पे
I'm
स्विच करने
learning
का
more
सोच रहा हूँ
about
क्योंकि
you
मेरे
all
को
the
एनर्जी
time.
प्रॉब्लम बहुत होता है। हाइपर कैरी में बेकार जाता है हमेशा।
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate. Mondstadt's water is crisp and pure. Bow your head.
chill. अच्छा ठीक है, समझ गया।
I find that the beauty of bright sunlight is best appreciated from the indoors through a window.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der
साधु आ गया, बेनेट आ गया।
I do worry about the well-being of my retinue during my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild are absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend them and cause them no harm.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der May the glory of the Prinzessin bring light to this world.
रोटेशन बता देता हूँ। काजुआ एंड देन सारा burst, then Kazuha ult and skill followed by one. सारा का burst ठीक है। Kazuha's ultimate and
I
skill
created
followed
another
by Bennett.
universe and
Last
founded
ulti.
paradise.
I see the
For
value
I,
in my own.
ठीक है।
Let it be known that divinity is mine! Time to go. Sure! The wind knows you.
अरे
Insignificant past! Clouds high. The birds fallen leaves adorn my night.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Wind strider. You cannot defy me, mortal! At my command, you shall fall! Clouds high. The birds
glory to the show! Impossible!
call!
Wings of darkness, come!
I am the all-knowing God! Time to go. Burn to oblivion! Kneel!
Off we go! Adventure time!
Adventure time!
Reality
Time to go.
is pain. Good riddance, cruel world.
Wind strike. Let's light it up! One with nature. Time to go. Into the wind. One with nature. Not possible. No turning back! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! Team Rivet! Dreamwork! Wind Strider! Adventure, let's light it up! The wind knows me.
Burn to oblivion!
One with nature.
Reality
Adventure time.
is pain.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
काम क्यों नहीं करा ये? Sarah burst then Kazu's ultimate and skill followed by one. क्या सीन हुआ?
Oh, ow! Where did that come from?
Benny का base.
Benny's adventure
That
team,
weapon.
assemble! Oh. Or not.
She's so
Benny's
pissed.
adventure team, assemble! Ow! Where did that come from? Off we go! Off we go!
Kazu.
front!
As one with wind and cloud!
Everybody stand back!
Allow me!
Time to go.
Glory to the Shogun!
Into the wind.
Gaining the upper hand!
Time to go.
No turning back!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind strike.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Oz, reveal thyself! Ow!
Let's light it up!
The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back!
Clouds high. The birds call. Into the wind.
Royal decree!
The wind knows me.
I'm going in!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Wind strike.
मैं अपना डायमंड स्टोर कर दूं। अरे वो
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
To manifest eternity per the almighty Shogun's will. That is what I aspire to.
हाँ मेरा तो एक्वेला यूज करता था नहीं प्राइड में। हाँ वही बोल। राइट इन टेस्ट कहाँ करना है यहाँ पे? शायद नेशनल टेस्ट करना है तुमने। नेशनल नेशनल अगर तुम्हें 200 मारना है ना।
This
To
scenery
strike your
is
foe takes
wonderful.
unity between mind,
Surely
arrow,
enough to
and
convince
bow.
anyone to become a wanderer.
हाइपर
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Sharp sword. Base attack कम है ना?
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion.
Time to go. Bow before me, worm. Churn!
Wind strike! Into the wind!
Teamwork is teamwork!
As one with wind and... One with nature! Time to go. Into the wind.
I'm going in!
Clouds high.
Storm the front! Strike!
You cannot defy me, mortal!
There is no escape!
Cycle begin!
Regroup!
So many regrets.
Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
काजुआ का बैंड बज गया.
I am the all-knowing God!
90 seconds. Oh, he survived, of course, he will.
Burn to oblivion!
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Kneel!
Why do they never miss?
Reality is pain!
Off we go! Adventure time!
Good riddance, cruel world!
This is
उड़ कहाँ गया?
just my luck.
Now, your eyes have been opened. Your new god awakens!
I am defeated.
Now, your eyes burn to oblivion!
नहीं हो पाएगा। इतनी मेहनत करी बहन जो इतने आगे तक पहुंचने के लिए। चल
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become...
Bow before me, worm! Perish! Insignificant pest!
The mortal plane of fleeting victory.
My endless cycle begins!
Adorn my life! Retreat!
अरे तुम भाग
Adventure time!
Churn!
कब हो गया क्या? मिल गया तुम्हारा साइबर हैप अटैक
I
था मैं
created
तुम्हारा ठीक
another
है अटैक
universe
बस तुम
and
यूज कर
founded
सकते हो ठीक
paradise.
है
For I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Do you really need energy recharge? ठीक है चाहिए ऑज को दोबारा फील्ड में लाने के लिए
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Oh, let's go.
Bow before me, worm!
One with nature. The wind's moving.
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind.
Sure!
One with nature. The wind knows it.
I'm going in!
Clouds high. The birds call.
More power!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
One with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Illusion
night.
shattered!
You cannot defy me!
ए जाना चूसे हुए आम
Time to go.
1,000 eons, mine to dominate!
Enbun Zaku Kageyoshi काग्योशी होता है बहुत प्यारी सॉन्ग था ये
Oblivion!
The wind knows it.
रियली फुर्सत में नहीं था अरे ब्लीच का वैसे थर्ड कोर आ कब रहा है वो आइडिया नहीं है तुम्हें पता होगा ब्लीच फैन फिर मर ना जाए मेरा काजू एक बार दोबारा मुझे फूड खाना पड़ेगा
Tremble! Reality
We go!
is pain! Good riddance, cruel world!
Shine down!
Into the wind.
Out of the way!
There is no escape!
One with nature.
बट आने वाला है इस साल में आ जाएगा ना कौन इस साल में बहुत टाइम हो गया
Shine down!
I'm going in!
ओ नहीं
The
नहीं
wind knows it. Clouds
गलत हो गया
high.
सॉरी
The birds call. Into the wind.
Torn to oblivion!
अरे 572
Shine
क्रेजी, और रोटेशन हमारा सही था भी नहीं इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम।
One with nature.
नॉट बैड,
Time to
नॉट
go.
बैड। इसको हम क्लिप में डाल सकते हैं।
Into the wind.
Get out of here!
ओके ब्रो। चलो मैं भी डेलीज कर लेता हूँ यार। इवेंट बाकी है कोई? यस, इवेंट आ चुका है। दादा पुआ जॉर्ज।
Time to go.
छोड़ो अभी कौन जाए।
The wind knows me.
से करना था। ये भी सही है।
Time to go.
The eye of the opponent takes the shape of the floating mass, comes from moving from। देखते हैं है क्या। बस इतना से करना था क्या? एक ही हुआ। सेकंड रिक्वेस्ट किसी के साथ में रिक्वेस्ट में।
One with nature. Into the wind.
Settle down. An oversight on my part.
Okay.
As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Illusion shattered.
Silence.
Shine down.
Fallen leaves, adorn my
Now you shall perish.
Be sanctified.
I'm going in!
one with nature. Into the wind.
Bow your head. Justice is blindsided.
ये अभी अनलॉक्ड है। ओके, कमीशन भी होगा। मैं यही चीज़ ढूंढ रहा था कि मेरे कमीशन इवेंट के साथ ही हो जाए। बढ़िया है। पैसा ही पैसा होगा। 1300 प्रीमियम हो गया मेरे पास। With the blink of an eye. Blink of an eye.
Add as.
With the blink of an
Thank
eye.
you for
अरे
Add as.
Aid abs का sauce. काजुआ के लिए मेरे को ना टैप कोड यूज कर सकता हूँ मैं ना। एग मीट ठीक है, मुश्किल हो जाता है, नहीं हो पाएगा इस केस में।
Settle down.
Let's light it up!
Illusion shattered.
As one with wind and cloud.
Silence. The tides beckon.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
अरे स्केलिंग काफी ज्यादा था, इस वजह से ज्यादा था। Defense.
wind knows me.
Off we go. Let's light it up.
Wind strike.
Settle down.
Shine down.
Be sanctified.
Everybody stand back.
Bow your head.
जो कुछ ढंग का देते भी हैं ये गॉबलेट पे अटैक सर्कलेट पे अटैक
Settle down.
Into the wind. Clouds high.
रोल हो गया ठीक है ये डाला
Illusion shattered.
हमारा आधा काम ना काजुआ का बोझ कर देता है
The tides beckon.
दो एलिमेंट को एक साथ में स्वर्ल कर लेगा हाइड्रोस्वर्ल अगर तुमने हाइड्रोस्वर्ल दिया हुआ है ना तो तुम्हारा ऑटोमेटिकली दो एलिमेंट ऑटोमेटिकली अगर तुमने उसी में डालते हो तो उसको कंसीडर कर लेगा साथ में नॉट बैड किसी का काम चला सकते हो देखो
You are not welcome
The
here.
wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
डाल दो पायरो रेजिस्टेंस भी कम हो गया तुम्हारा 15% रेजिस्टेंस होना चाहिए सारा कैसे हो गया स्पेसिफिक का रेजिस्टेंस कम होता है Hydro damage bonus we don't need that actually we do need that अगर HP आता है इस पे तो ठीक है 4 पे ना 3 यूज कर लिए 2 इसमें कर लूंगा OST जेन्युइन का आज मैं वो भी कर लूंगा
One with nature. Wind strike. Clouds high. The birds call. Shine down.
सरप्राइज 40-50 हजार लगाने ऐसे नुबलेट को यूज कर सकते हो तुम अभी नुबलेट आ रहा है अगले ही दिन Give me some EM. Okay, we always give me defense. 2P.
I'm getting sick.
Now you're testing my patience. Bow your head. Meet again.
नुबलेट से ज़्यादा पावरफुल नहीं हो गया अब देखो मुझे मेरा टॉप 1 में चला जाएगा नुबलेट ओके एचपी बेकार होते हैं यार फिर भी अगर इसमें EM आ जाते हैं विल ट्राई कुछ एक तो हमें डिसेंट से आर्टिफैक्ट मिले डिसेंट से ओके EM TR वेरी गुड अभी ऑल EM भी जाए मेरे को कोई टेंशन नहीं है गुड डैमेज नॉट बैड EM से ER जाए ना EM और क्रिट रेट जाए मेरे को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है ठीक है ठीक है समझ गया ठीक है अरे यार नहीं चाहिए था मगर ठीक है सो फार सो गुड फिर डैमेज डिसेंट है वो ज़्यादा है नहीं अब थोड़ा हमने कुछ है ही नहीं क्या यार क्या गुंडा क्या गुंडा क्या गुंडा क्या गुंडा क्या गुंडा बनेगा बेकार है भाई अरे बात बहुत क्रेजी था अरे मेरा अपडेट भी हो गया होगा लेट मी सी ब्रो मेरा राइड है ये कुछ से पता नहीं किस तरह लगा हुआ है डीकोड मेरा पूरा हो जाएगा अभी 3 ऑफ द डीकोड्स फोर्थ यहाँ पे कुछ मिल जाएगा यहाँ पे मेरे पास ऑलरेडी है आई नीड EM ऑन सैंड्स और गॉबलेट एक में दे दूंगा मेरे को किसी में भी चल जाएगा वर्क फॉर मी एक और मैं डैमेज चेक कर रहा हूँ यू आर ओ इसमें अपडेट क्यों नहीं हुआ अब ये जो वीकली बॉस वाला अपडेट नहीं होता है क्या अरे यार मैं तो सोच रहा था साला कुछ शो ऑफ करने के लिए हो जाएगा मेरे पास कि चलो 500 के से ऊपर मारा है मैंने व्हाट इज हिज बिहेवियर मैं चलो कोई बात नहीं यार, एटलीस्ट कुछ तो मिला ना। अब मैं थोड़ा ओह शिट। कितने सारे प्रीमियम्स हो गए मेरे पास। अपडेटेड है। वर्जन बाय वर्जन अपडेट होता है क्या? यू आर हट करना। लास्ट वाला है अपडेट होता है। अच्छा ठीक है, अपडेट होगा है ना अभी। नेक्स्ट वर्जन में अपडेट होगा, कैसे अपडेट होगा? फिर तो बढ़िया है ब्रो। अगर ऐसा कुछ है फिर तो बहुत बढ़िया है। बहुत बढ़िया बहुत बढ़िया। और मैं इस बार होप कर रहा हूँ मेरा नोवलेट टॉप 2 या टॉप 3% पे चले जाए यार, क्योंकि काफी अच्छा डैमेज कर रहा है वो। ओके, अब इस रीसेट हो गया है। अब इस ट्राई करें या सैटरडे को ट्राई करेंगे? मेरे हिसाब से सैटरडे को ट्राई करना चाहिए। कल करेंगे अब इस। इमीडिएटली होता है, फिर हुआ क्यों नहीं मेरा अपडेट? ये वीकली बॉस वाला अपडेट नहीं होता यहाँ पे? यार फ्लॉर डैमेज लेता है वो। ओके
Melusines are beautiful creatures. They are the pride of Fontaine. Be sure to befriend
कहाँ
them.
से प्रीमो ग्राइंड कर सकता हूँ? $67 $57। तुमने कितना डैमेज दिया? अच्छा डैमेज तुमने दिया, ठीक है यार, समझ गया मैं। वो डैमेज तुम्हारा है, मेरा नहीं है। डैमेज मैंने नहीं दिया, वो तुमने दिया, तो वो तुम्हारे अकाउंट का काउंट होगा, नॉट माइन। समझ गया मैं। आई अंडरस्टूड। हमारे दिमाग में बैठ गई बात। इट वॉज योर डैमेज नॉट माइन। इस गोल्ड क्वेस्ट आएगा आपको। Anyone steal anyone's? Exactly, bro. That was your damage. I was just what I was doing. I was just buffing your. I was boosting your damage actually. So छोड़ो यार, फोकस करते हैं हम जिनियन पे, शिन्यान ही बोलूंगा मैं। जिनियन कितना अजीब सा लगता है। शिन्यान। ओके, तुम न्यूब्लेट के लिए पुल कर रहे हो फिर, है ना? न्यूब्लेट मस्ट कम। काजू का वेपन भी अच्छा है मगर ठीक है।
Here we are, right outside our place. Do you still remember the first time we came here? We even brought offerings and everything. And when we told her that Rex Lapis had been assassinated, she immediately threatened to squash Liyue Harbor. Paimon thought she'd be
अच्छा दोबारा शुरू
impossible to
करना
get
पड़ेगा
along
मेरे
with.
को.
But now that we
Shit.
probably don't need to bring any offerings now that we've gotten to know her pretty well, right?
No
Still,
name.
Paimon's got
Hello
some snacks
brother,
around
कैसे
here
हो तुम?
somewhere, so if she
नाम ही नहीं है
really
तुम्हारा
wants
यार.
something, we can... Huh?
What is this behavior?
Traveler,
नाम तो
did
बताओ अपना
something
at
catch
least.
your eye? Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she
Oh.
also here to visit Cloud Retainer? Yeah, you're right. All it takes is one look and you can tell she's someone special. As expected of that bird lady, really. She must have a whole bunch of Adepti friends from all over the country. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud Retainer, then we're basically friends by association, right? Want to go up to her? Helping you make more connections is a part of Paimon's job as your reliable guide. Paimon... hello? Paimon is Paimon! And this is the Traveler. Paimon doesn't think we've
Sorry,
met, but
don't
we're
have a
also friends of
name.
Cloud Retainer.
Okay.
May we have the pleasure
Don't
of
have a
learning
name.
your name, Madam Adeptus?
No
You
name.
two...
No name is your name.
What is this
What's your game
tomfoolery?
name actually?
Has the
I
shift
can
in form so clouded your eyes that you
I
no
can call
longer
you by
recognize
your
one
game name.
anymore?
Wait, you're... Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human! How did that happen?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So, you're indulging now because...
Because
Well, one has made plans to pay a visit to some disciples at Liyue Harbor. Taking on a human form for such a trip is simply a way to make matters less conspicuous.
You? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place. In fact, Paimon can think of several examples. Like last year, when you suddenly appeared on the top of a roof without any warning. Or...
and your name. And my name is Berserker, bro. Berserker है यार मेरा नाम. Berserker is my game name. My real name. Let's keep it a mystery for now.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring that up unless she asked?
We'll do a
Oh? So
guessing
you
game.
have taken care to follow the
We'll do a
proper
guessing
rules
game.
of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
For we'll do a guessing game for what do we call it?
Well,
For my name.
this is all Paimon's
For
guide.
my
You don't
to get
mind,
my
right?
get to my real name.
One has never found oneself
and play
lacking in
again.
basic comforts.
That's
On the
what
contrary,
I'm trying to say.
it is the gesture that one values above all else.
That kind of makes Paimon feels a little guilty for not trying to
trying
keep them for herself.
Anyway, where were we before you reminded Paimon about the gifts? Ah, right. So by disciples, you must mean Ganyu and Shenhe. It's also been a while since we last saw them. Maybe we can come too.
One planned to extend the invitation even if you had not raised the matter yourself. Shenhe and Ganyu should be quite pleased to see you again. However, one would first inquire as to the reason behind your visit here. You have cause to seek one's company?
Yeah, we just found ourselves missing you and wanted to see how you were doing. We were hoping you'd tell us one of your stories. Who knew we'd run into your human form while we were at it?
Is that so? If there are no urgent matters at hand, then let us make haste for Liyue Harbor. Ganyu is likely still working at Yuehai Pavilion, so that shall be our first stop.
Sounds great! Then let's all go to Liyue Harbor!
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late. One can... Shenhe has also secured employment recently. In her correspondence with me, she wrote that she shall have no need to return for the foreseeable future. Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything with one's own eyes and decide for oneself if they're...
ओ, मर गया मैं नीचे गिरूंगा दबा के नीचे गिरूंगा और मैं मर गया हूँ देखना तो
We're almost at Way High Pavilion. Hey, do you think Ganyu will be shocked to see Cloud Retainer like this? Guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two can go and meet with her.
But why? Isn't it better if we all go together?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence, Ganyu would surely profess herself otherwise unoccupied and drop everything to attend to one's visit. One fears that would only result in her staying up all night to make up for lost time. One does not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again?
Fair enough. Makes sense. Alright then, we'll just pass on your regards and...
Cloud Retainer?
Oh.
Busted.
Is that lady
Oh,
someone
you
you
laughing?
know, Miss Ganyu?
Why are you laughing, bro?
She is indeed.
Oh,
I'm
your
sorry,
message disappeared,
Huixin,
bro.
but could
How is
we
that even
delay the
possible?
upcoming meeting
It's a
for a
live
little
chat.
bit? I believe my schedule today is quite full.
Do we have
Although,
a option of
perhaps I could move some work
deleting
to
our own
later in the
message
evening.
in live chat as well?
Oh, not to worry, Miss Ganyu. I'll make the necessary arrangements right away.
Thank you, Huixin.
Ganyu is the best girl.
It's been
Yeah,
a while,
everyone in
Ganyu.
Genshin is best girl. But
Greetings.
Ganyu is
What
better.
brings you here today?
Ganyu is
And
better.
Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some time since I last saw you in this form.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this Cloud Retainer of whom you speak. One is simply a mere mortal passerby.
Nothing. What nothing? I
Seems
didn't quite
she's not
understand you.
buying it.
And yes for what?
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after so many years of only seeing one's other form.
Just tap on it.
But recognizing you is...
Tap on it. Tap
An
on
apt observation.
Ganyu.
One was simply passing by while attending to
You
some
want me to
important business.
tap on Ganyu?
One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important... Cloud Retainer's right. We've still got something super important
We can't
to
stay here for
do.
too long.
Is that
That's
so?
so much.
But it's been so long since we last...
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation
Okay, you want me
should
to
suffice for
fast
today.
forward it, right?
A more involved reunion should wait until you find yourself less occupied.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of work that you have to deal with every day, one must also remind you to rest. Though it still makes one
Things
nostalgic
we
to
have
see
to
you
do
as you
for
are now, respected
primogenites
and independent.
and a Mora
When you were young,
in
you oft begged
little
one
bit
to
of
cuddle you to
experience
sleep
as
when
well.
you suffered from
Although I have
nightmares.
AR-60,
Cloud
still
Retainer!
experience can work
Stop!
in future
If you
adventure rank.
insist. We are running
You
short on
say
time
just
regardless,
for
so
message
one will
generation like
refrain
this.
from going into each and every story. Why don't you continue your conversation?
Okay, yes, you can
One shall
delete your
simply stand
message.
by and listen.
That's cool. I never used that feature in live chat.
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last time we spoke. If you ever need anything, please just come find me at Yue High Pavilion. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue appearing in this form, don't you think it'd be helpful to adopt a human name?
A human name? Huh. You raise a valid point. Considering the sheer extent of one's renown.
You really think so? Not that you're not famous or anything, but that famous?
presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible. Nevertheless, Ganyu's advice cannot be ignored. From this point on, when in public occasions, be sure to refer to one as Shenyun.
Shenyun?
Exactly, Shenyun है. लोग जिन्युन जिन्युन बुलाते हैं. पागल लोग हैं.
I assume that's a
U
reference
is
to
equal
the
to yes.
full record of Pristine Pavilion.
Sorry for
An
what?
adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest with the
Don't
moon.
say sorry and
They
stuff.
were enlightened and wise,
It
free
happens.
and unfettered.
Just have to
The
chill.
writer referenced Master's name to describe her
हमारा teacher
carefree and
थोड़े ना.
spontaneous nature.
Sorry sir.
Oh, that sounds super
किसी
cool!
किसी को रहता है
Paimon
ऐसा.
feels like only the
छोटा
most
सा mistake बना
powerful
था.
of
Oh shit,
Adepti
sorry
can
यार.
rise
ऐसा
with the
होता.
clouds and rest with the
I
moon.
can feel you, bro. I can feel you.
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer herself.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Not exactly.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of her past can only be found in ancient texts. It is said that once, a long, long time ago, there was a severe drought in Liyue. Left with no choice, many people left their homes,
Right.
while others
Wrong
spent
words.
day and night praying to the
You wrote
Adepti.
wrong words.
Although I did not live
That's
through
fine,
such
bro.
tragedy, simply reading about it is enough to
मेरे को
gain a
समझा ना.
visceral
That's
understanding
what matters.
of all the pain, and on top of the drought, a noxious gas also began to spread through the land. If not for Cloud Retainer's efforts, much of Liyue would be nothing more than a barren waste. The books had this to say about what happened. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to retain the clouds. Immediately, the clouds gathered together, and abundant rain burst forth from the heavens.
क्या बात है.
Drought and plague were both driven away, and the people were saved.
So much powerful. So much power.
Wow. That's incredible!
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely what one ought, and even if one had not interceded, the other Adepti would surely have stepped in to help.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book said? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you. So it was Paimon's bad for calling you Illuminated Bird before. You're not too mad, are you?
असली character Paimon ही हो.
How
And
laughable.
how much time you play?
A name is but a
Genshin
simple
Impact?
label we carry with us on our
It's
journey through the
been
world.
two-
Why would one be offended by such a
It's
trivial
been 2
matter?
years. 2 years.
That's a relief. In that
Yeah,
case,
2.5
Paimon will
years.
continue to call you whatever feels right in the moment.
Let me tell
Well,
you the
that
exact
is
number
quite
of
enough
years.
ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from
Playing
Shenhe?
this game for.
One has heard that she procured a job recently.
Check.
Have you any thoughts on her
If you have
workplace?
an account
And
on
what,
Hoyo
pray
Lab,
tell, of her
it'll
monthly
tell you
remuneration?
how much time.
Moreover, does she find herself
How much
overly
time,
inundated with work?
how much
Is
days
she allowed
actually
time off during Lantern Rite?
you have played
That
the game.
is a lot of questions.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer. I introduced Shenhe to her employer personally. Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
I see. Most excellent indeed. One has had the pleasure of being introduced to that family. Shangling is kind and astute, while her father is loyal and reliable. One has no cause to believe that they will make Shenhe's work difficult. Now, it is almost time to partake in the victuals of noon. One shall visit
Whoa.
Wanmin Restaurant in person
अरे भाई
and see how Shenhe is doing.
तुम अपना
But didn't you
अगर
just
तुम्हारे
say
पास
that you had something important to do?
redeem
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
तुमने डायरेक्ट रिडीम कर सकते हो तुम
You may
Hoyo Lab
return
से.
to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own. There will be many an occasion to dine together in the future. One is certain the opportunity shall present itself most readily.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care.
Successful.
Traveler, Paimon,
Ensure
I'll see you some other
quality
time.
behavior.
See you around, Ganyu!
Toolbox, traveling memo. Traveling memo दिखाएगा ठीक है.
Paimon was pretty quick on the uptake there, don't you think?
Okay. Nope. Hoyo Wiki. widgets, toolbox. ओके, सारा माल आ गया। कहाँ पे दिखाता है ब्रो? Is that thing? How much days? What travels diary? Okay, travels diary. View diaries. Nope. चेक इन में दिख जाएगा। Widgets. मैं कहाँ से चेक करा रहा हूँ? Okay, 728, 724, 724, 724. Okay, perfect. into दो, into दो, 730, 730, और ये plus 1, 731. 7 more days and it'll be 2 years. 2 years since I'm playing the game. Don't show, I just asked for them. In 7 days, I'll complete exact 2 years. I have to be more precise, you know. Just the sake of it.
As soon as you mentioned important business to attend to...
You get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, how can I not? Not even fine food is enough to distract from the presence of a fine lady, eh?
I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any
Genshin में भी
dishes.
कुछ हो रहे हैं
Hey,
guys.
how about you ask her?
You do it.
No. I think you should. Wait, she's coming.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd be willing to...
What would you like to order?
Yep, you have to be there to congratulate me. What day?
2 servings of mora meat to go.
What's the date today?
Good chat. Bye.
It's 1 March. Exact 7 days. On 8th March, you have to be there on 8th of the March to congratulate me. Put a reminder
Welcome.
of
It's been a
7:30
while.
p.m.
May I take your order?
Of 7:30 p.m. on 8th of the
old friends in the same line.
March.
It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyun.
Master?
Xinyun.
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before. How were you able to ascertain one's true identity with such...
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
You...
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
It'll be appreciated.
Indeed.
We'll
It's almost
celebrate
lunchtime. My apologies. I'm still on the clock and can't talk for very long.
Well, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon. Are you here for Shen? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shen, huh? So, go ahead. Sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Sit and chat with here.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and accommodating human. Still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by dealing with them, you mean...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence. At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Oh, how should Paimon put this?
Oh, a sensible plan. One is gladdened to see you integrate so well into human society.
And you, Master? How have you been?
Simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. Oh, just as expected of Master. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao about taking some time off soon to visit Master.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
Whoa, her mood shot up just like that.
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue Harbor, have you had the chance to visit Ganyu?
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There was time only to exchange a few simple pleasantries.
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name. It was amazing. We never knew how powerful she was before.
I see. In that case, allow me to also share a story about Master's past.
Oh?
Is that a problem, Master? I believe this to be a good topic of conversation.
No, not a problem. One was simply caught off guard. But no matter. Please, proceed. One is most curious to see how much of one's own conversational prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a natural edge in such a contest. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race. Mooncarver accepted, only to find Master with a brand new device on the day of the contest.
Huh, what kind of device was it?
Name of the show?
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again?
What was it?
Oh, an electro-powered bicycle?
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day.
One Piece?
Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion. Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up.
And I am desperately waiting for Haikyuu's new movie.
Lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain. One was thwarted mere seconds from victory when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch.
They gave us a movie.
Truly a most unfortunate turn of events. Anyway,
we have to wait another 8 to 10 months for that.
Master,
I think.
That was the end of that story.
First anime. What first anime? One Piece.
With you gone.
First anime I watched was Seven Deadly Sins. Seven Deadly Sins was the first anime I ever watched.
Have you been lonely, Master?
I watched Death Note. And after that I watched Naruto.
Entire human generations come and go.
Naruto has been my favorite anime since then.
Even one's own self-directed musings can spend several days.
Nobody can beat.
'Tis a most foreign sentiment.
Naruto.
The mere mention of it is preposterous.
Not in a matlab combative way. It's more like
what is the reason for that look upon
Naruto
your
holds
face?
more emotions for me.
It's nothing. It's just... Well, Paimon gained a lot of respect for you after listening to that story of you summoning the rain and everything. But all it took was a few words out of your mouth and it's like you're back to being that illuminated bird again. Paimon's just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud Retainer?
To me, they are both, Master. One is the master that's widely revered by the people, while the other is the master that I respect and adore.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant nature. You chose to exalt one with your words, yet you refuse to grace Mount Outsong with your presence for any extended period of time. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a single ideal. Eschew all action and abide by no rule. One does as one pleases and speaks as one pleases. Others may critique or praise as they see fit, yet one places little weight in such judgments.
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery from her disciple, and it's as if her ego is about to burst.
Do you have any empty tables?
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunchtime rush, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies and delights in a multitude of flavors. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill. Their unique flavor profile has left one more than satisfied. In fact, one has been struck by quite the fit of inspiration. One has already begun to conceptualize the next generation of supreme cuisine machines.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still super tasty.
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are full.
Shall we try somewhere else, Granny?
But it smells so delightful. Can we really not eat here?
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to share a table.
Okay, I'll ask around. Excuse me.
You watch
Would you mind
Black
letting us share
Clover?
a
I
table with
already
you?
watched Black
There are no
Clover.
empty tables
It's one
left,
of the best
so...
anime I've ever watched. I
Well,
love
Paimon
shonen
doesn't mind.
animes
What
actually.
about you guys?
They're good. It keeps you hooked to the through the end. So I don't know the new season will never
Great!
come because
Thanks
they
so
say
much.
there's a
My
production
name is
problem with
Shiyu,
their
and this is my
anime.
granny, Yuendai.
So let's see what happens.
Granny?
I'm waiting for Black Clover's new season as well.
Yep. Is there something wrong with that?
I love Asta. I love Yuno as well. They're the best.
No,
I love Noel as well.
Surprised! She looks so
Noel is the
young.
cutest.
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youthful looks, but she's actually much older than she appears. Granny? Why don't you take a seat? Come on, it's not polite to stare.
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order for you.
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
No, not this again. Granny, there's no braised earthworms on the menu.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Do people actually eat that? Right, that's what Paimon was thinking too. Need any help?
Help? Oh, do you mean with Granny? Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia, so her memory's getting worse all the time. She's always saying things that sound kinda confusing. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. But it's gotten so bad lately that I even
I
have to
don't
remind her who I am
like
every morning.
reading shonen manga, shonen manga or manhwa. I really want to watch it animated actually. That's why I was waiting. Otherwise, I would have. I've watched Berserk. I've watched Vinland
They
Saga.
died young.
I've
It's just me and
watched
Granny now.
Miyamoto Musashi's
Oh,
what's the name of that anime
but it's okay.
manga
Don't feel
was
bad.
Bigger Bond.
Granny loves
I've
me a
read
lot, and
Bigger
I love
Bond as
her a
well.
lot too. Sure, it's hard at
I
times, but
tried
you just
I
gotta make the
tried
best of
watch
the life you've got.
reading Solo Leveling as well,
You're really
but
tough for your
now
age,
the
kid.
anime has came,
You're
so
too
I'm
kind.
more focused on watching anime.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle, and you're always there for me.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. Wait, what was that
I have
really
also
important
watched
thing again?
Windbreaker
Ah,
manga.
I remember now.
I
It
liked
was
it a
a
lot,
dream.
and the
I had a
chapters
dream
come
where
weekly,
everything was
every week.
dark. Someone was standing in front of me.
Oh, that's
She
great.
told me to come and find her, and that once
You should
I'd
also
found
try
her,
Windbreaker.
I would
That's
be
a good
free.
anime.
Huh?
Yeah, and not
That sounds
anime. It's
super
a
important.
manga.
But how come you've never told me about it before?
It was just a dream, so I forgot about it. But I'm in a good mood now, and somehow I remembered it again. Ah, you know, I believe I've had this dream a great many times. But just how many times have I had it? Now that I do not remember.
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky. Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level.
Are you sure?
Who do you take me for? Is one
Yep.
not an adept?
There are a lot of
Am I
animes
not an
and
expert?
manga you can
You're
read.
right. Paimon almost
I will
forgot you're
definitely
the
suggest
expert.
you
In that case,
reading
do you still remember what the person in your dreams
Windbreaker.
looked like,
That's a
Granny?
good manga.
Not
Sports
anymore.
manga actually.
Although
More like
I
not
have a
sports, but
sense that
semi-sports
she
you can call
looked
a
rather
semi-sports
like
manga.
me,
Manga.
but not as I am now. My
Also, you
younger
can
self.
watch Jujutsu Kaisen's manga
A
as well.
younger
It's
version
going
of
crazy right
Granny?
now.
This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
You should get it,
As
give it a
one
read.
said, fate must have brought us together.
Some crazy
You may
stuff
leave the
is going
situation to
on
me.
in
Are you sure?
Jujutsu Kaisen's manga.
So, what are your names?
Paimon's Paimon.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering to help. But first, I'm sorry for asking, but, how do you want us to pay you back?
Oh, we don't need any payment for this.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, what exactly can we do to help out this granny? All we have to go off is that dream. Where do we start?
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her youth. Once we have revisited those places, her memories will likely return.
Sounds like a plan. So, Granny, do you remember which...
Why, of course I do. The heavens above, the earth below, the wispy clouds, and the emerald mountain streams.
Okay, taking that as a no.
I might have an idea. Once, when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist heroine who saved loads of people from a disaster. If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history books or something.
A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinjo knows tons about Liyue's chivalric traditions. If anyone knows about the heroes of the past, it's him. Let's go find him at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Are you leaving already? But I'm still hungry.
I'll go order some food, Granny. If there's nothing on the menu you especially want, I'll just get a few different things.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuandai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to discuss with Streetward Rambler.
Streetward Rambler? Oh, you mean Madam Ping!
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
The food is unbelievable.
Huh. It's you two. What brings you here?
Shincho! Great, we found you! We wanted to ask you about something.
I can't pinpoint her identity from your description alone. But considering her age, I am reminded of a nameless heroine who's been featured in various chivalric novels.
Nameless heroine?
That's right. The novels often speak of a great drought from 50 years ago. As the people suffered, a nameless heroine appeared and began to clear away evil spirits and bandit camps. The people idolized her, but never learned her name. All they knew was that she always acted alone. Later, though, she supposedly fell in love with a similarly noble-minded exorcist from Mount Tianheng. They were well matched in more ways than one, often fighting together as a fearsome duo of otherworldly strength. After the drought ended, the heroine and the exorcist left the public eye and began living a reclusive life in the mountains. All that remained were tales of her incredible accomplishments. The way this nameless heroine faded from fame into obscurity later in life is not too dissimilar from Miss Yuendai. I hope that's somewhat helpful.
Thanks a lot, Shincho. We knew it'd be worth talking to you.
It's nothing at all. Just something I came across while reading. I did do a bit of extra research on her story, but it was just out of personal curiosity.
Well, Paimon still thinks that's super cool. Oh, wait, Shincho, if you've read up on her, do you know of any places often associated with her?
Let me think. In the novels, the nameless heroine always appeared near one of 3 places. Wangshu Inn, the area just north of Jueyun Karst, and Jingyun Peak. Perhaps the real-life heroine who inspired the character was also often seen near those 3 places. That would explain why those locations appear in the various novels written about her. You're welcome. To be honest, I found some parts of the story confusing when I first came across it. If Miss Yuendai was indeed the original inspiration for the character, she may just be able to help me put the pieces together. It's rare for a chivalric hero to fade into obscurity during their lifetime, even after retiring from the public eye. But no one ever saw or heard from the nameless heroine again. There were even rumors that she became extremely ill. I've never understood why someone would go to such lengths to erase themselves from public memory. It's almost as if she was trying to hide from something.
Which made you
There's probably
sad.
far more to the story than what's been written.
Made you
We'll
sad.
be sure to tell you if we manage to uncover the truth.
It was your.
That's a deal.
It was,
Perhaps,
what was
behind the truth of it all, there lies a story more
your
fantastical
line?
than any
Your
work
lie
of
in
fiction.
April. Your lie
Paimon
in
feels
April.
like we just learned so much from Shincho.
That anime
A
was
drought, a nameless heroine, a life of seclusion.
so
Why
emotional,
does the story
so
sound super
sad
familiar?
actually.
Oh, right!
I
There's a drought in
hated-
this story
I
too!
hated it when
Shincho, are droughts
the girl
super
died.
common in Liyue or something?
the girl died.
Well,
The girl dies
they
in the
used
end,
to be.
if I'm
But
right.
people
It's
have long
been
since
2,
developed
3
methods to prevent them. like
Yes,
by cultivating the soil or
22
digging
years.
canals.
I've watched it. Uh,
So
in
while
the
droughts
starting,
do
when I
happen from
started
time to time,
watching anime,
they are
after
rarely regarded
completing
as true
Naruto and stuff,
disasters.
I was looking
The
into
drought
short
50
animes
years ago is
and I watched
probably one of
Studio
the
Line
worst
April.
we've had in the last several
Uh,
centuries. The
that
crops
anime
withered,
traumatized me,
the
bro.
streams ran dry, and the monsters in the mountains became rabid and agitated. Countless caravans were attacked, and people who lost their homes came together to form bandit groups. What started as a natural disaster soon became a human tragedy as well.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, and that's exactly why the nameless heroine was so beloved. She must have been someone of true integrity, to do so much for the people while asking nothing in return. Still, as terrible as that drought was, it was nothing compared to the truly calamitous disasters that befell this land in ancient times. They say that back in those days, disasters were both more severe and more common. Only the strongest of Adepti could hope to dispel the ruin and devastation. Do you have any other questions?
We're good for now. We're just going to head back and meet up with Miss Xianyun and the others again. Paimon hopes that Granny Yuendai will be able to remember more of her past. She used to be a great hero who saved many people. So sad that she can't recall any of it. Anyway, we'll be off now. See you some other time, Xingqiu. Thank you so much for your help.
It's no problem at all. Safe travels.
I have recorded the tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank you. Straight word, Ping. What has amused you so?
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet you appear just the same as ever.
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects whilst dwelling at Mount Outsong. Nevertheless, Ping, one would like to seek your counsel on a personal matter.
Oh, why so formal all of a sudden? I must say, you're making me a little nervous. What is it?
Well, the inquiry is as such. Approximately how much more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor, not unlike the one that you yourself lead?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still, do you mean that...
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping! What are you two talking about?
Nothing
Yep.
save for some trivial matters. Have you unearthed any useful details?
Exactly, bro.
Xingqiu has a
Worst
theory, but
you
let's
can
save
imagine.
it for when
And
Chuyu and
the
Miss
worst
Yuendai have
part
joined
is
up with us again.
the guy. The guy was.
Do not be troubled,
What
young
was
lady.
his name?
Here, have some tea.
बहुत पुराना हो गया, बहुत टाइम हो गया, मुझे याद ही नहीं आ रहा है.
Thank you so much.
What do you think, Chuyu? Does it match up with what you know of your granny?
जो भी
According to
था,
the story,
मतलब it was
the nameless
real
heroine
bad.
eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount Tianheng. Maybe that's my grandpa.
The dude
I
didn't
don't
get
have
to
many
say
memories of him.
goodbye.
But there was this one time I
Technically,
found a box in their attic full of a bunch of weird sigils.
technically he said goodbye, but he didn't actually get to say goodbye. You can understand me, right?
I think so too.
The
Granny
letter
might
was the
remember something
worst
once
part.
she's returned to a familiar
The letter
place.
he gets at the end
What
was the worst
marvelous
part.
tea. I can
That
taste
shouldn't
the
have
dew
happened.
sweetness in this cup.
It should
It's
have
as
been
if
a
I
face
was
to face
taking a
thing.
stroll in the
Later
mountains,
things लेटर थिंग्स
thoroughly
डजंट
one
वर्क
with nature
लाइक दैट.
and at
मरने के
peace.
बाद कौन लेटर देता है
Is
ब्रो?
that so? Then please drink as much as you like. There's no need to hurry. At our age, it's a...
Thank you.
Okay, since we have the time, can I ask you something?
Exactly.
Sure thing. What would you like to...
I have a secret I want to tell you. Let's go talk over there.
What's wrong, Shiryu?
Well, I've been kind of meaning to ask ever since we started talking in the restaurant, but are you guys all adepti in disguise?
Oh! How about that?
Well, you guys just seem super special. Plus, I think I might have heard Miss Shen Yun call herself an adeptus.
Must have been a slip of the tongue. Shen Yun, since you were the one who, misspoke, maybe you can explain to Shiryu here what you really meant by that.
One is indeed an adeptus. Is that of some concern to you?
I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I saw a pure white illuminated crane. I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all icky and gross. But then this snowy white crane flew down from the sky. She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I really wanted to thank her, but I was too sleepy to stay awake, so I never got the chance. So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever met an Adeptus like that?
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an adeptus with such features. One surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative accounts.
That's weird. Was it really just a dream then? Well, even if it was just in my head, it doesn't matter that much anyway. All I really want is to help Granny recover her memories. I'm really grateful for all your help.
Leave it to us! Now that we know the 3 locations, we just need to visit them one by one. Let's go to Wangshu Inn first!
Okay, I'll go get Granny.
Wangshu Inn.
Wangshu Inn. Wangshu Inn.
Do you remember this place, Granny?
Yes. The fish here is very delicious. And if you look out into the distance, you can always spot a bird that's been left behind by its flock. I believe I used to have a room here. It had a window. Yes, I spent a lot of time looking out that window. Which room was it again? Let me look.
I'll come with.
Paimon's still having some trouble understanding what she's talking about, but if she's so familiar with this place, that must mean she lived here, right? Whoa! Shut! What are you doing here all of a sudden? You scared the living daylights out of Paimon!
I sensed a non-human presence and decided to come take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot. I suppose there's no cause for concern. It's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form. I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she
Genshin, the Bang Bang continuous fire mechanism. Hands up and
It's me.
surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
It's
An
me.
impressive imitation.
It's me.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even
Johnny,
so,
bro.
Cloud Retainer was not always as ostentatious as you describe.
Goodbye.
You may be unaware, but her
Hello,
talent with
hello,
Adepti Sigil,
hello.
the Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death.
बढ़िया बढ़िया bro.
The Cloud Retainer who fought
कैसा
beside
चल
me
रहा
in
है?
those devastating battles.
Cloud Retainer who
कैसा
barely
चल रहा है
talks?
तुम्हारा Genshin? Genshin चल रहा है, तुम
Paimon
Genshin
can't
खेलते होगे,
picture
तुम
it.
देख रहे हो तो तुम खेलते
But
भी
what
होंगे.
happened after that? If
कैसा
you
चल
were
रहा है
so
तुम्हारा
powerful
Genshin?
in your...
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortals, what use would one still have for such a shape? When dwelling between mountain and forest, away from the struggles and troubles of the mortal world, a mortal form is hardly the most fitting of choices.
I thought it was
After the
you.
war, Cloud Retainer retired to
Bro,
Mount
bro, this
Outsong,
wasn't me.
only revealing herself to the occasional visitor,
Sorry for
and always
disappointing
in her
you.
avian
My
form.
live stream लंबी हो गई है ना.
Although I do believe there was an occasion some 30-odd years ago
Yep, yes
when she
bro, आज
decided to
लंबा ही
don her
चलेगा मेरे
human
हिसाब
form.
से. वरना इतना लंबा
I
जाता नहीं.
believe it was for the purpose of...
One believes there is little need to relive bygone matters.
Granny, are you okay?
वरना मैं usually 7:30 से 10:30 करता हूँ. अगर आज वो
Perhaps this
अपना
conversation should end
इवेंट
here.
भी था.
I
मैं
shall
सोच
take
रहा था
my
उसको
leave
कवर
now.
करने के लिए,
Should you
मगर मैंने
encounter
पहले
any trouble,
ब्रॉडकास्ट
you
करा
need
नहीं
only
कभी.
call my name.
So next time से I'll be
However, given
prepared.
that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Everyone! I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her past.
Slowly now, calm your mind and recount what has been recalled.
A long time ago, I stayed here to recuperate from my illness.
Huh. So what Shinto said was true. You did fall ill. Was that why you went into hiding?
I don't remember. I'm very sorry, but I can't even remember the name of my illness. The only thing I can remember is that it took a great
भाई
toll
गलती
on
से
me,
रिसोर्स
and
डिलीट
there
हो
was no
गए.
cure for it. I was
रिसोर्सेस.
confined to
अरे
my
पास्ट
room in
रिसोर्स, अच्छा
Wangshu
कौन से वाले
Inn,
रिसोर्सेस की
where
बात
I
कर रहे हो
spent
तुम?
many days unconscious.
गेम के रिसोर्सेस
I'd
या
come
पास्ट
to
क्वेस्ट
every
के
once in a
रिसोर्सेस? पास्ट
while
क्वेस्ट के
and
करते हैं तो उसका
stare
कोई
at the
पॉइंट नहीं है.
migrating birds
मगर तुमने
outside the
गेम के
window.
रिसोर्स ही उड़ा दिए, फिर तो
It
बहुत
was a
दिक्कत है bro.
solemn
साली
sight.
20-25
I
जीबी की
remember
गेम है, बैंड
crying,
बज जाती है साला दोबारा
but I'm
डाउनलोड
not
करने
even
में.
sure I knew why. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness, he sold me a bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills. He told me that the pills were
साली ऐसे
concocted
डाउनलोड कर
using Adepti
आपने
blood
उसके.
and
अरे
could be used
बढ़िया
to alleviate my
भाई साहब.
symptoms. Sure enough,
हाँ
I
लगेगा
made a
ब्रो,
full
अभी तो टाइम
recovery.
लगेगा. तब
My
तक तो
illness
यहाँ पे बैठने को
remained
सीन नहीं
dormant
है.
for several decades after.
Wait, but if
गेम
your
के रिसोर्स
illness remained
18-19 जीबी
dormant
के
for
हैं गेम के
several decades,
रिसोर्स.
are you saying
तो
that what you're going
दिक्कत तो
through
आएगा
now is
भाई,
just a
इतना तो टाइम
relapse
लगेगा,
of
आधा
what
1 घंटा तो
happened
लगेगा.
all those years ago?
तुम्हारा कौन सा
And
नेटवर्क
it
कौन
was
सा यूज
all
कर रहे हो
thanks
तुम?
to the pills that you managed to keep the symptoms in check? Paimon's brain kinda hurts. Do you remember anything else?
I'm sorry, I don't. Oh, if only
अनलिमिटेड
I wasn't
इंटरनेट
so
पर टाइम लगता है, बहुत
useless.
स्पीड कम है क्या?
Hey, you're not useless. You've done so much for me. Watch me grow up.
कौन से
Raised
डिवाइस
me.
में खेल रहे हो तुम?
How could you say that about yourself?
Oh, fret not, dear child. Granny was just a bit frustrated.
Around
That's all.
30.15.
The recovery of a
Geo.
person's memories is a gradual process.
ठीक है, जियो का थोड़ा
Finding
स्लो है.
pieces of
एयरटेल
one's
बहुत
past
फास्ट
is
चलता है.
always superior to not
एयरटेल
finding anything
फास्टेस्ट
at
है.
all. Let us make haste to the next location.
Next location. Next
एयरटेल
location.
एयरटेल से ज़्यादा
Oh,
फास्ट
why
चलता
don't we go to the
है.
area north of Dwayunkars next? There
उसका जो अपलोड स्पीड आता है ना, वो जो डाउनलोडिंग स्पीड रहता है प्ले स्टोर पे, वो 15, 20 Mbps जाता है वो.
houses in the area first. After all, if she was there for any length of time, then she
Mbps
would
जाता है,
have
तो
stayed
वहाँ आधे
somewhere,
घंटे में
right?
आराम से हो जाना चाहिए.
Oh, Paimon's really got her thinking cap on today. At this rate, we'll recover all of Granny Wendai's memories in no time.
ये पायमोन ना मतलब बहुत चिल्लाती है रोज. चिल्लाने का काम है इसका। भर भर के चिल्लाएगी। पाइमोन फिर क्या कराता हूँ। अरे बहुत बढ़िया चलता है ब्रो एयरटेल। पोर्ट करा लो। जियो का वो नेटवर्क का बहुत इशू रहता है। सर्विस में भी लोच है उसका। हाँ बढ़िया रहेगा, मैं बता रहा हूँ, वर्थ इट है। एयरटेल पोर्ट कराना वर्थ इट है। क्योंकि रिचार्जेस इस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे सभी के एक जैसे ही। जब तक अनलिमिटेड चल रहा है दबा के फेल लो भाई। आदमी मौका नहीं मिलेगा।
This place, it's...
Did you remember something, Granny?
Yep. Yes, bro.
I remember.
This is where your father was born.
This is where your father was born. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains came on, so we took refuge in this house. Your grandpa set up a barrier outside, but neither of us knew if it could hold the monsters back. I remember that night. I remember falling to my knees, reciting a prayer over and over. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath, but spare my innocent child.
Sin? Oath? Did you do something wrong?
I don't know. I don't remember. I only remember praying in the darkness with all my strength until the sun finally rose again and the fog cleared out. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That baby was your father. I remember
Around
I
500
clutched him
kbps
tight
आ
to my
रहा है
chest
speed of
and
internet.
wept tears of joy. It was the first time I'd ever felt such happiness in my life.
My dad?
Not bad आ रहा है तो
He
फिर
was
मगर
my
वो उठाता
pride
नहीं ना।
and
जियो के
joy,
साथ यही दिक्कत है,
and
अपलोड
so are
स्पीड में नहीं
you,
डालता है।
Shuyu. You're so much like him, and I love you both so much.
और तो
But
मेरा
you're
एयरटेल का है ना।
always going to be different from me.
मेरे को पता ही नहीं था।
Why? Just
भाई
what did I
300
do?
mbps का स्पीड है मेरा।
I don't care what you might have done, Granny.
300
You'll always be
mbps
the person I love
बेसिक
more than
इंटरनेट स्पीड
anything.
बता रहा हूँ मैं।
You're too sweet,
और अपलोड
Shuyu.
स्पीड 60
I'm
mbps
lucky
है।
to have you with me. If not for you,
क्रेजी है ब्रो।
I would not have had the courage to come here to try to
mbps per
remember
second।
what I had forgotten. All right. Let's not stand
डाउनलोड
around any
स्पीड मेरा है
longer. There's
300
one
mbps
place
का
left, yes?
और अपलोड स्पीड
Let's
है
go take a
60
look.
mbps का। अगर इतना मिलता नहीं
If
तो
one
देन वी
recalls
नो टू इंक्रीज द
correctly,
स्पीड।
the next place should be Qingyun Peak. You and I, how fares your health?
स्पीड यार तुम
I may be a
कैश
bit
मेमोरी अपनी
slow.
डिलीट कर सकते हो। जितना भी कैश होता है ना, कैशे कैशे मेमोरी तुम डिलीट कर सकते हो। कैशे वाईफाई ले चला रहे हो क्या? नहीं ब्रो, वाईफाई पे नहीं, मोबाइल इंटरनेट की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं। तो मैं डिस्कॉर्ड पे स्क्रीनशॉट सेंड करूँ क्या? मेरे को डिस्कॉर्ड पे हाई भेज दो, इंस्टाग्राम पे हाई भेज दो, मैं दिखाता हूँ। मोबाइल इंटरनेट की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं। 300 mbps। भाई मैं मोबाइल से डाउन कर मैं भी मोबाइल की बात कर रहा हूँ ब्रो।
We're finally here. Does this place feel familiar to you, Granny, one day?
Let me see. How strange. Have I lived here before? When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier, though I couldn't remember everything, I still felt a sense of familiarity. I could easily picture myself in those places. But here, I don't have that feeling. Perhaps I did come here in the past, but it just didn't leave a strong impression on me.
But did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, that's true. But they're also the only thing we have to go off of. Paimon was hoping this place would jog Granny Uendai's memory just like the others.
I'm sorry to disappoint you too.
It's alright. We're not going to give up yet. We'll figure something else out. Just you wait.
Thank you. If only I could
समझ सकता हूँ ये तो
remember.
दुख तुम्हारा ब्रो मेरे साथ भी एक बार ऐसे ही हुआ था मेरा भी कुछ इम्पोर्टेंट
That
बीजीएम
way.
नहीं पबजी था उस
That
टाइम पे
mountain.
मैं भी गलती से उड़ा दिया और उस टाइम पे जो पेड इंटरनेट आता था मतलब इंटरनेट तुम्हें 1 GB ही मिलता था डेली का और करने में मौत आ जाती थी ब्रो और कोई वाईफाई देता नहीं था बहुत मुश्किल से फिर किसी से वो शेयर चैट से तुम्हें वो उसका OBB फाइल लो फिर इसको इंस्टॉल करो
Okay if you can't remember.
भाई
You shouldn't do something that makes you
बहुत
sad.
मौत आती थी उस टाइम तो
Outsang, What am I really?
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but I can't go back.
Are you feeling unwell?
My head, it feels all heavy and dizzy. What is wrong with me?
Cloud, Miss Xianyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you have already given more than enough to the pursuit of this endeavor. You may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing the fear in your heart and restoring your lost memories. It currently resides at Mount Outsong.
Wait, really? When did you do that?
I never leave anything to chance. All will reveal itself when we arrive.
Okay. Quest करके ही खत्म करूँगा. We'll complete the quest today only.
Here, this is it.
Huh? But isn't this the mechanism that you were tinkering with when we first got here? Oh, is it another invention of yours?
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. It periodically releases a soft breeze, which when paired with a gentle adaptive tune, can help the listener subconsciously relax and even enter a semi-hypnotic state. Soothing agitation and anxiety, relieving exhaustion and insomnia. It's potential.
मैं 6 बजे स्ट्रीम चालू कर रहा था वो लाइव स्ट्रीम के पर्पस से समझा नहीं वो लाइव स्ट्रीम छोटा ही था वैसे इतना छोटा रहता है क्या 24-25 मिनट्स का ही था वो
How preposterous. Had you and I not recalled much of her past through her own efforts, the device would have nothing to draw upon. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such determination and strength of character, one would have little to offer in way of assistance.
Paimon thinks she gets it now. Hey, what's that other thing?
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism. One secured such a tune from Streetward Rambler. Only with her melodies can the mechanism reach its peak power.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean. Paimon's body feels light as a feather. It's as if she's lying down on a warm patch of grass after...
And you and I. Is the mechanism helping you to relax?
So, by the way, I'm hyped for Nivelet and Kazuha confirmed.
It
You want
appears she has
both of them,
already
bro?
succumbed to the depths of
Do you
reverie.
want both of them?
Come, join one on this
Are
side.
you aiming
We
for
shall give her some time to herself.
Nivelet as well as Kazuha? No, you already have 13,000 Primogems. There is a high possibility
The
you can
drought
get
is
both of them.
over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
Cry.
The potion. It's nearly
मेरे को
run its
एक्सपेक्टेड
course.
नहीं था कि ये दोनों एक ही बैनर में आ जाएगा। भाई स्टोरी केस लाइव
regretted
स्ट्रीम
meeting
पे
you.
स्किप कर
Not
लिया
even
करो,
for a
टाइम ज्यादा
second.
जाता है। बात तुम्हारी सही है यार, मैं जनरली करता नहीं हूँ, आज कुछ था नहीं था, आज इतना इंगेजमेंट नहीं था, लोग नहीं थे ना ज्यादा, क्योंकि मैंने ऑफ टाइमिंग स्ट्रीम
Have
कर
you
दिया था,
forgotten?
तो इसलिए
This is the
मैं कर रहा
world
था,
you
वरना
left
मैं करता नहीं हूँ
behind.
लाइव स्ट्रीम्स में
One of gentle
रिक्वेस्ट
breeze
वगैरह।
and morning dew. Perfectly
Oh,
this
that's great, bro.
is your home.
Let me pull for
This
you.
is where you belong.
तुम्हें खुद करना है
You
या
should
मैं
have
करके
never
दूं तुम्हें?
left.
तुमने
The
मेरा लक
you
देखा
of
ही
the
है ब्रो,
past, the me.
तो मेरे लक के बारे में पता ही है। I can get you 2 5 stars in 20 pulls.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so...
Granny!
Granny.
Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned?
Wait, did you just call her by her full name? Does that mean you already knew each other?
Yes. I now remember everything. Everything.
Granny, please
Of course, haven't you seen, bro? You were there that day.
Here.
Were you?
Oh,
Were
don't
you?
worry, my dear
Were you on
child.
stream that day?
Granny is fine. I'm so sorry, everyone.
You should
You've
have
gone
been
to
there.
so much trouble on my behalf. It's
I
all
got.
come back to me now.
I lost
The
50-50 to
most
Jean,
important
and
thing that I had
immediately after 10
forgotten
pulls, I got
was the
Chow.
truth of what I once was.
I'm just saying, you don't have to do.
One can sense the guilt
You don't
that now
have to do
plagues
that.
your conscience.
It's your call.
Reclaiming a truth long
I'm
buried
just
is sure to come with a myriad of complex
asking.
emotions.
If you would
Perhaps
love
one
to,
should
I
recount
can.
the story on your behalf while you compose yourself.
No, it's okay. Now that I've remembered, I must face my memories head on. Shuyu.
Please, Granny.
I know, dear child. My field some time ago. I made a terrible mistake.
Is this the sin that you mentioned in Joyun?
I am, in truth, not a human being.
Oh, I see.
My real
That
form,
you
one
were-
that I held for centuries,
Exactly, you were
was
there. I
that of a
know.
wild crane. I
You were
spent
there.
many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the
That was the
soft
day you
breeze and
joined.
drinking the sweet dew of the
You
mountains.
subscribed my channel.
At
That
some
was the first
point,
day, I think.
I
You
somehow
joined my
gained
channel.
wisdom and sentience. The Lord of... Though she never took me on as a formal disciple,
I
I
reviewed your
always saw
account as
her
well
as
on
my
the same day.
master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right.
50 years ago?
That's right. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, but I was still far from being a real adeptus. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was the source of your dementia all along. Was it because of Grandpa?
Indeed. I felt, although clumsy and
यार
impulsive
कितना
as
लंबा
he
है ये?
was, You'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared. I could not help but fall for him. But my time continued to
Oh no.
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if it meant that I would eventually turn into a monstrosity. I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes, but I was too ashamed to face her. So I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face. In my shame, I fled and
It's
tried to
long. It's
hide from the
very
world,
long,
but
long,
that was
bro.
only the beginning of my
And I
troubles.
never do
I began to
story
suffer
quotes
from a strange
on live,
illness. My
and
memories
this is the
became
reason
hazy
why
and confused,
it
and I
take
could no
too long.
longer keep myself awake. I
It'll
understood that
take
my pain was
two
caused
to
by
three
my
hours.
refusal
If you
to
play
return
it
to the
very
life I
slowly,
was fated to
it's
lead.
in original
Along
pace.
with my memories as a crane, looking back, I was beyond
सारा
lucky
fun
to
खराब
have
हो
come
गया.
across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a
Granny!
coincidence. Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of an adeptus? Master, don't tell me. Back then, that...
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's progeny...
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes. One found you with...
Wait! Paimon's confused! So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again? But how? When? And what happened after that?
Perhaps it is now time for one to recount the rest of the tale.
Okay. पता नहीं क्या दोबारा है. इसके बाद अगर कुछ लंबा होता है तो okay.
One was furious upon receiving your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses. Yeah! Skyward! In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an exorcist, his talent was lacking. One could hardly say his skill with sigils was any better. But soon, one came to appreciate the devotion he bestowed upon you during your illness. He never uttered a complaint and rarely left your side. Unwilling to begrudge someone of such character, one decided to overlook his aforementioned deficiencies, glaring though they may have been. Wishing to grant you a life without regrets, one gathered many divine ingredients and used one's own blood to create a form of medicine. Though imperfect, as for how to... One took great care to alter one's features and select the appropriate attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wangshu. As one one was quite torn. Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Hit! Yeah! Skyward! Scatter! Nevertheless, one would speak to you
Sure.
about another matter, if you are amenable. Even considering your loss of memory, one was simply flabbergasted that you could so easily forget the consequences of
Anything for
consuming
chest, bro.
medicine infused with
Chest
adeptus
के लिए हम कुछ
blood.
भी करेंगे.
Proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog, all of you would have been lost during the night.
अरे
Stray clouds converge! Make way for the Adeptus!
My plan is if I
Those
win
monsters
my
would
boss
hardly have
50-50,
pursued you
then
with such
I should go
ferocity,
for
without
Steven Newell or
sufficient
his weapon. You
incentive.
should go for his
You were
weapon.
likely incited by the presence of godly
दोनों weapon
remains.
बहुत अच्छे हैं.
Said
Freedom
godly
Spawn
remains,
बना ही
in
काजुआ के
turn,
लिए है.
were likely drawn to the trace of one scent on your body.
और Newlet
One
का
was,
weapon
after
वैसे
all,
Newlet का
an
weapon
active
replaceable है.
participant in the Archon War.
But still 88
Some of the
crit
gods were
damage not
likely
a
shattered by
child's play
contraptions of
bro.
one's very
88 crit
making.
damage बहुत होता है.
In the end, to see you happy,
पहले तुम
that
देखो
was more than enough.
तभी डिसाइड करना. मेरे हिसाब से तुम पहले Newlet के लिए ट्राई करो. ये नया कैरेक्टर है वो. उसके लिए जाना तो जरूरी है. उसके बाद अगर तुम जीत जाते हो
Now you should have a
तो
complete
for
understanding
काजुहा
of the
as well.
events.
Wait,
काजुहा
but if
बहुत
that's
जरूरी है.
true, then
अभी
Crane
चाहिए
didn't
अभी
hear me
करना
when
है
I
तो
said
तुम्हें
this
काजुहा
also
चाहिए ही
be...
चाहिए.
I,
वैसे
one had
अभी रेंज
almost
ऑफ टीम्स
neglected to
बहुत हो
recount the
गए हैं.
absurdities of
डेंटो जब
that
से आया
tale.
हुआ है मगर फिर भी काजुहा नहीं है. काजुहा है ही नहीं. रिप्लेसेबल ही नहीं है ब्रो. काजुहा की रिप्लेसमेंट ही नहीं है किसी भी पॉइंट पे. तो जाओ बढ़िया. अगर
Just
जीत
as you
जाते हो तो
and
बहुत
I
बढ़िया. उसके बाद
troubled
मेरे
one
हिसाब
with her
से
antics,
वेपन
so
वेपन
did you
वेपन
give
वेपन
one
वेपन पे
many
जाना
a
चाहिए तुम्हें.
headache.
स्टीवन नुबलेट
Upon
तुम्हारे पास वो है
finding you
जोंगली.
burning with fever,
अगर
one
तुम्हारा
made
जोंगली
plans to
है
bring you. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not
तो
possibly
नुबलेट
be a
के लिए
true
जाने के लिए
adeptus,
जरूरत है.
because
क्योंकि
all
स्टीवन
illuminated
नुबलेट एक
cranes are
हिसाब
white
से
from tip to toe.
उसको जोंगली दे
One
दोगे तो
had
वो
no
स्टीवन
choice
नुबलेट
but to
बन जाएगा.
apply powder to
और
one's
उसके बाद वो
body
एक
to conceal the
जो एक्स्ट्रा वो भी
variegated
मिलता है
nature
उससे.
of one's appearance.
क्रिस्टल बॉल नहीं.
You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other
वाटर
coloring.
ड्रॉपलेट्स.
It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, you and I was nearly entirely pure
कोई बात
white
नहीं ब्रो.
in color.
अभी तो बहुत दूर है.
Though you had never
मैं खुद
encountered
मार
her
रहा
in
हूँ.
that
तुम खुद भी मार
form,
सकते हो. कोई
you
इशू नहीं
still
है.
recognized the essence
बस
of
टीम
her
में मारने का
being.
मजा आता है ब्रो.
Perhaps fate brought you two together in more ways than one.
स्ट्रीम में मारने के मजे आते हैं. एंटिसिपेशन फील करने में मजा आता है.
Now all. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe.
मैं सोच रहा हूँ मे बी वीडियोस
Indeed,
डालने का
one
सोच
wished
रहा
to
हूँ
bring your story
कि
to a
मतलब प्लेयर
satisfactory
गाइड
end with
एग्जैक्टली
this visit to Liyue Harbor. Still,
उस
one
हिसाब
could
से.
not
क्योंकि
reveal
अब
your
तुम बैनर्स
identity right
आएंगे.
away.
I'll try
Had
making
one
one video
simply
for
informed you of
each one
all
of the
you had
characters.
lost, all those cherished memories would
उसके
merely have become the
के बारे में
fictionalized
उसके
account of
गेमप्ले के बारे
another.
में आर्टिफैक्ट्स कौन से बढ़िया हैं.
Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them.
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though you knew about my mistake? Why did you not bring me back to Mount Outsong by force?
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. It was a simple choice, nothing more. When it is time for one's progeny
Be
to leave the
completed very
nest,
soon.
'tis a
It's
refuge
already been
referred to by
one
many a
and a half
name in
hours.
mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike one's own abode. One's disciples are free to come and go as they wish, yet the door remains forever open to those who wish to return. One rather hopes you count yourself among them.
Thank you.
40 years ago, you...
खत्म हो
Fortunately,
भाई खत्म.
you were able to...
So,
One will help.
she's gotta go back to be...
Master, I don't know how I...
Granny, please don't.
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. My only regret is having to leave
Yep,
you
who knows?
behind.
Stream luck activated. Yeah, of course, bro.
Don't forget to eat
Streamers
well,
are always
okay?
preferred, you
A
know.
growing young lady
You
like
can always
yourself needs
win both of
lots
your
of good food to
50-50s.
grow big and
Or you
strong.
can get 3 to
Promise
4, 5
Granny you'll
stars
take good care
in
of
those
yourself when I'm gone.
13,000 primo gems. I think we can grind little more. We have
Promise,
we have
Granny.
10 days
I'll
in
do
this
whatever
banner
you say.
along with 20 more
Good
of the
girl, good
upcoming banner.
girl.
So 30 days.
Don't
We can grind
worry.
more of
It's not
primo gems.
goodbye
And
forever.
there'll be a lot of
Granny's gonna
events
become
as
the
well.
most
So
formidable
we can
crane in
get
all of Mount
50 to
Outsun.
60 more pulls
Granny will
in
train
upcoming
day and night.
banners
I
and
won't
events as well.
stop until I can
So
turn
we'll
into a
see.
human without
We can
having
get
to rely
to
on
30,000
anything but my
primogems.
own power.
If we
When that
try,
day
if we
comes,
grind
we'll be able to
like
live
animals,
together again. You
we
and
can
I.
get
How's that
30,000
sound?
primogems. Yeah, the
Good.
shop also
That's a good
reset
girl.
just today.
Even though we won't see each other for a little while, as long as we both work hard, we're sure to meet again someday.
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll wait for you, no matter how long it takes. I'll wait for you to come back.
I skipped
That's a good
Navia and
girl.
Ayaka, both best
Then
DPS, and now
Granny
my soul
really
has buried.
has no more regrets.
Yes, Ayaka, you have to have
I'm so
Ayaka.
sorry, Master.
If
Thank you
you should have
for
pulled for
everything.
Nuvelet. Nuvelet is sorry. Righteously. Righteously. Risley. You should have pulled for Risley. अगर तुमने आयाको को छोड़ा तुम रिजली के लिए पुल कर सकते थे. ओके खत्म हो गया. टाटा बाय बाय. किल बटे सन्नाटा. क्रेन बन गई. Yep, Mora going to farm 20k. Momo, अच्छा. Yeah, Mora भी दबा के अपने पास रख लो. At least you have to have 10 million Mora along with
Let her be.
along
At
with
her age, crying is a
1500
natural,
1500
if not
1500
fitting
1500 के
response
आसपास
to
तुम्हारे
such
पास
an
EXP बुक
event.
भी होना चाहिए. 4 स्टार वाला.
Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometime, now that the issue has been resolved, you should also take a moment to relax. Give yourself some time to rest. Take a nap if you must.
Ten, ten, ten. Best OST है. Best OST है एकदम. Nice. Very nice visuals. I like these kind of visuals. सो गई है. Oh, nice. सो जाइए. Paimon. मेरे को लग रहा है अभी खत्म होने वाला है. चलो भैया हो गया नैप पूरा. वापस आ गई क्वीन. हैप्पी एंडिंग. अरे ये तो ड्रीम ही है. there is no there is no way that यहाँ पे मिलेंगे.
I always believed we would see each other again.
Nice.
That our days of separation would
Who can
finally
miss
end.
this sight?
And all my troubles would be
दोनों भाई
behind
बहन
me.
आपस में. That's beautiful, bro. बहुत सुंदर.
things could stay this way forever.
अरे यार, that's sad bro. और मेरे आंसू भी आ गया.
A nightmare? Curious.
That's actually very
If
sad,
you're
guys.
relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
मेरी भी आंखें
It
भर
was
आई.
a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up.
बहुत प्यारा यार. ऐसे कट सीन के लिए मैं कुछ भी करूंगा, करने को तैयार हूँ.
Eloquent as
I
one
want
may
ether
words of
to meet
comfort
Lumin
are
very
not
soon.
one's strong suit. You are
That's
doing
not
all you can.
possible
One can see your strength of will,
until
your fearlessness in the face
the
of
whole
danger.
tevyat
And
is
so,
explode.
whatever your dream
He's
may
crying
be,
exactly, bro.
one
That's
believes that
hurting
you
actually.
shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils
कुछ
you
seconds
face
की
overwhelm you,
dreams
or you
के
become
लिए क्या क्या
weary,
करना पड़ता है.
one is always here for you.
अपनी बेस्ट ड्रीम जी
After
रहा था और
all,
बेचारा उठने के
as
बाद
an
पता
elder,
चला it was a dream.
it is only right to
That's
look
sad,
out
bro.
for the young ones.
That smile. स्माइल के लिए भी कुछ भी कर सकते हैं भाई.
Chicken drumsticks.
बस ठीक है. ये जरूरी होता है. ये सब खाने के बारे में सोचती है ये.
Huh? Was Paimon sleeping just now? Oh. Oh, Paimon wasn't talking to you. Paimon had a dream about eating grilled chicken drumsticks, that's all.
Madam Adeptus?
Oh, Shuyu, you're awake. How do you feel?
I feel a little better. Thanks. I know I'll see Granny again someday, so I don't feel so sad anymore. Madam Adeptus?
That's like a good girl.
Could I, ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she
खत्म हो
would.
जाओ यार.
Without that mistake, I would have never been born. Even though Granny lost her memories, she never forgot to show me how much she loved me. I could become a cool adeptus like you.
Upon some reflection...
Thank you so much.
Paimon's gonna let you...
टेंशन मत ले, तू एडेप्टिस बना रही है
If you join them, you'll never enjoy One-Man Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now.
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, its location does preclude access to certain finer mortal comforts. That is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa! You're leaving Mount Outsong?
One has never yet, in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, Shenhe, Yuan Dai, they all chose a life among the mortal world. One has reflected on this fact for many years now. One can only... One is most... Why are you all so silent?
Paimon is...
One will be assumed...
Don't worry, we'll help. So,
Perhaps in 2 days, one has already...
seems like you've really
इंसानों
thought
की
of
तरह
everything.
रहेगी.
A
और उसकी
sensible
फर्स्ट
plan.
डिसाइपल जो
See
होगी
you
वो एक
then.
छोटी सी
Oh,
लड़की रहेगी
also,
जिसको ये
why
ट्रेन
don't you
करेगी
take this suspense
अडेप्टिस
insomnia
बनने के लिए.
mechanism as a souvenir?
That's all to it.
Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out?
Wait until 2 days. What the hell,
Should we
bro?
make it...
2 दिन और वेट करना पड़ेगा मुझे 60 प्रीमोजिम्स के लिए. That'll be it, guys. आज के लिए इतना ही रखते हैं. कल सैटरडे है. सैटरडे को मैं स्ट्रीम जो है वो 8 बजे करूंगा. सैटरडे को विल डू ए लेट नाइट स्ट्रीम 8 से 9, 10, 11. ठीक है डेविल भाई, ग्राइंड करना है कल. ठीक है.
Water comes in.
We'll start grinding. मेरे पास ऑलरेडी 1650 प्रीमोजेम्स हो गए along with size 7 in twin fates. और जब तक आर्लेकिनो आएगी तो मेरे पास होपफुली इसको पुल करने के लिए और उसके वेपन को पुल करने के लिए माल रहेगा.
While water from Liyue has an
So
enduring
that's it, guys.
aftertaste.
Thank
In
you so much, guys, for
Inazuma, the
joining.
water possesses a depth of
Signing
flavor
off and
unlike
see
any
you
other.
tomorrow.
Sumeru's
And
water,
I'll see you
meanwhile,
tomorrow, guys.
has a rich
Bye-bye.
and complex flavor profile, but it must be savored patiently to fully appreciate it.
Good night, good night, good night. Tara.